At 25, hearing you've got like no eggs left. I had to go to work that day. And I remember standing on the road with Justin, just bawling my eyes out, like, what is wrong with me? Addy was perfect, went back to work at 3 months, like, nothing. I was like, what do you mean people get this postnatal depression? Like, what is this? What? Yeah. Like, I never got it. No, did not understand it. Yeah. So it's a whole new world.
This episode of United Motherhood is proudly brought to you by Genea. Genea has a holistic approach to fertility. If you or someone you know is struggling with fertility, get in touch. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'm sending you all so much love. On this episode of United in Motherhood, we bring you Grecian Martin, who is mama to 3 gorgeous girls. Today's episode touches on mental health, motherhood, and the hurdles that Grecian and her family have had to face when her twin girls were born at 25 weeks. This one is one for the books, guys. It's very emotional, so grab the tissues.
We're gonna start because this is the real stuff. Like, I hate doing like a welcome back to the channel. So we're literally just gonna get into it. You're shitting bricks.
Shitting bricks.
Have you ever done an interview?
No.
I hate calling this an interview. Let's call it a chat.
I know, I didn't even know how to describe it when I was on the plane. Like, people were asking, what are you going to Sydney for? And I'm like, a YouTube interview?
Yeah, it's like my family. Like, when people are like, what do you do for work now? My family's like, she's in film. I'm like, no, definitely not in film.
Is it? Yeah, like, what is it?
I know, what is it? It's just like a modern contemporary, like we both play in the contemporary space. Like, you're a social media influencer. I know you hate that word.
I know.
I hate that word too, but it's kind
there's nothing else really for it.
It's like what we get categorized into, but at the end of the day, like, we're all influencers.
Yeah,
like,
in some degree.
In some degree, whether you have social media or not. So you just have a community behind you because of everything that you've been through. Yeah. So let's get into it. So who were you growing up? What was your life like?
So grew up in Perth.
Still in Perth?
Still in Perth.
Flown over to Sydney.
Yeah, thanks.
I just distracted you.
Yeah, you did. You just put me off. No.
Who were you as little tiny Grecian?
Blue-eyed brown hair girl.
Yep.
I have one brother. My mum and dad split when I was really young, so obviously going through that was a bit traumatic in itself.
Can I ask how old you were?
They separated when I was about 6, but then divorce came after that, and different story.
You saw it coming? And it sounds so weird, but I know that a lot of the people that I speak to, like, they might be going through a divorce, they're from a broken household, whatever it is, but it affects everyone so differently. But do you think it was for the best?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean,
but I actually don't remember if I saw it coming or not, because my dad I was so little, but pretty much growing up, I only knew dad had his house and mum had her house.
It was just
That's all I remember.
Yeah. It's funny, like, when I was at school, like where I finished school, I should say, there was 28 girls in my group, and I think there was only like 10 of us that still had our parents together, whatever you want to say. It's just the modern world.
It is.
Like, it's just your normal is different to my normal. And that's kind of cool in a way.
It is.
Did you split your time evenly or?
Not really. I was more with my mum. Yeah. So my brother was with my dad.
Oh, wow.
So he lived with dad. I lived with mum.
Right.
And that was kind of
just
the way it was.
Worked.
Yeah.
And what about your teenage years? What were you like? Were you badass?
No, not really.
No.
I was kind of like a loose.
I was a nerd. I was a massive nerd. Everyone was always like, were you like the party girl? I'm like, No,
I literally
had my first drink, I think, with my dad, who was like, have a drink, like, you know, be a teenager.
Yeah,
and I was
teenager.
Like, I'm such a loser. I love you, Dad. My dad never pressured me to drink or anything. Your man. How did you meet?
Levers.
Really? Oh my gosh, how, like...
2007.
Talk us through that.
Yeah. So we met a couple of times, kind of seeing this guy beforehand, and he thought we were together, but we obviously weren't. And then at Levers, we just hooked up.
And what is Levers? Because
that's what's it over here, like year 12.
Year 12, yeah.
Year 12. What do you call it
formal.
over here?
Like our formal?
No, it's like the end of the year where you go party and...
Oh, like Schoolies.
Schoolies, there you go. So totally different.
So I was thinking formal.
No.
Okay, no. Oh my God, that's so weird. So you did you know each other?
Sort of. We'd met a couple of times.
Not the same school?
No, I went to a girls' school.
And then was it love at first sight?
Sort of like, I just knew there was a connection there.
And how soon after did you like married, start talking about babies?
Oh my gosh. So he went away with the gap year with the army for 12 months. We stayed together 6 months of that. Wow. And then I couldn't do it. I need someone here, like a very physical person. So I need someone with me, not on the other side of the country, obviously.
100%. And you're still new, right?
Yeah. So new.
So cool.
We broke off for a little bit. He came back and the spark was still there. And so we've been together ever since.
And how long did you, before you got married?
He's going to be watching this, like, get that date right.
Yeah, come on, babe.
So we were 23 when we got married.
And then when did you start? Because you had a beautiful 17. Addy. Yeah. And I didn't realise you struggled to have Addy as well. So can you talk us through, like, deciding to have kids and how long it took you to sort of get to the process of actually falling pregnant?
Actually having a baby. Yeah. So 2013, is that right? We got married. Yeah. Trying to work out dates in my head. Yeah. And pretty much straight away after we got married, we're like, let's just try. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we'll get checked. Yeah, we'll get to that stage. Nothing happened for a year. And
mortifying.
It is. And like we were saying before, like checking those ovulation tests, checking your temperature. Like I remember waking up and I hated doing it, hated checking my temperature, writing it down, all the symptoms.
It's so consuming.
It is consuming and it just drains you.
It drains you so much. And I don't know if you found with your relationship, but with me, and sorry, Toby, if you don't want me to say this, but I'm totally about to say it. It's like sex becomes a chore.
Yep.
It's like, hurry up, I'm ovulating. It's like, oh my God.
Okay, today, now,
and
right now.
And then it takes so long and it's so fucking annoying.
Yep.
And like, I never thought I'd ever get sick of sex, but I was so over it.
Yeah, by the end of it, you're like, it was just schedule, this is when you do it.
It was so
and you don't want to do it any other time.
No. And was he travelling? Because he does travel, doesn't he?
Yeah, in and out, so he wasn't too bad back then.
And that's with the army, right? Because I totally got it wrong. I thought he was a FIFO worker, but he's a fireman. That's his job. Yeah. And then he also he's in the Army Reserve. Yeah. And so he travels for that.
With that, yeah. So back then it wasn't too bad. So he was around pretty much every month.
Yeah.
But so tried, and then I decided to focus on me, and I was going to actually compete in fitness.
Really?
Yeah.
Because your whole life changed with fitness. Let's touch on that too. Get into that.
So after being bullied at high school, I just wanted to make myself feel good because I was a bit overweight, had big boobs, got them reduced. And then I just wanted to focus on me. I wanted to make other people feel confident in their own bodies.
Yeah. I love that.
Because I didn't back then. So I wasn't doing it to just lose weight. I wanted to,
change your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And it starts from within, like your confidence and who you are as a woman. If you feel good, you can help others feel better. So that's pretty cool that you took that upon yourself. Yeah. And that was through PT, wasn't it?
So personal trainer. Yeah, so I did my course and then I really focused on myself that year.
So good. Go girl. You all need to focus more on yourself. Yes. We all do.
And I need to go back into that now, obviously, after 3 kids. There's not much me time.
No, but you look amazing. And you still are a PT, right?
Yeah. Just not as in-depth as I was.
You've like changed your lifestyle, dropped some weight, feeling good about yourself, and you start focusing on you and giving back through personal training. Yeah. And then I wanted to compete because I was like, I need to stop thinking about it because everyone goes through it. You would have got this as well. Like, stop thinking about it. Stop stressing. It'll happen when it's meant to happen. I always want to punch people in the face. Yeah,
every time.
Yeah. And sometimes I'd be like, yeah, we're not trying. Fuck yeah, we are. Like, I am using every ovulation test
everything to like track it.
Yeah.
No. So I did my bulk. I hate calling it a bulk.
Oh, so you're bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Ooh, didn't know. Yeah, cool.
So I did my bulk and then I fell pregnant.
Okay. So you real bulked.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently.
You bulked up, didn't
everywhere. No.
Okay.
So then...
And that was after 12 months.
12 months.
Of fully tracking everything.
Every month. And we went to the GP and they were obviously like, 12 months, you have to wait 12 months before you go and get any more tests. Yeah. So we hit that 12 months, but we were pregnant.
So cool.
So things happen for a reason.
100%. And your pregnancy with Addy, how was it?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. She got to 40 and 2. No issues pregnancy-wise at all. I trained up to the last few days. There was nothing.
And was she a vaginal birth?
No.
No.
She got distressed.
Yep.
So then...
Oh, you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. They were like, you can wait and see how she goes, or you can just go in for cesarean now. And Justin and I looked at each other and we're like, get her out.
Why would you risk it?
Yeah, why would you risk it? Totally. It's me and her.
Oh, yeah. And you want to be the best you can be. Like, who wants to put their baby in distress?
Exactly.
Just to deliver it out your hoo-ha.
My hoo-ha is fine.
That is fabulous. I am jealous because I do star jumps at the gym and I piss myself. So I'm a little bit jealous of that. I don't know if that's from giving birth vaginally or whatever, but anyway. Yeah. So you have your beautiful Addy.
Yeah.
You decide you want to have another baby. How soon after giving birth did you decide, let's try?
Straight away.
Straight away?
Pretty much like within the 8 weeks.
So you were fully...
Waited. Yeah, because we knew it might take another year. It could take 2 years. We didn't know how long and what was going on with my body.
Did you have your period back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were ready to go.
Yep, ready to go. So we started trying, and we knew that it may happen straight away, but it may not. So,
and you're prepared for either.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Nope.
And how long until you sought support?
So it was 18 months.
18 months.
We went and started to go to the GP. They did the test for AMH levels.
What's that?
So they test for the amount of hormone that your eggs release.
Oh.
So it's kind of an indicator of how many eggs you've got left.
Right.
I have none. Like,
what?
None. At 25, hearing you've got like no
Very
eggs
low.
left. Like,
that's
I
scary.
was like, what the fuck is wrong with my body?
Do they know? No reason. Just
no
your
reason.
biological makeup.
Yeah.
And so did they suggest straight away to IVF? Or
straight away, like
fertility treatments, I should say.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of people DM me on Instagram saying I'm struggling with this, and a lot of the secondary infertility, which is what you struggled with, if we put it to like a definition, I guess. So many people message me about that. So reach out. It doesn't have to be Genea, it doesn't have to be anyone, but just get the support, because there's support out there. And
100%.
sometimes it's hard to just take that step. But thank God you did.
You don't want to, though, in the time. You're like, no, I'm fine. I'm only 25. Like, what is going to be wrong with me?
And I've already had one baby. Probably thinking,
I've got one baby.
Another.
Everyone says, you've got one, you'll have another one. You'll be fine.
Yeah, keep trying.
Like month after month, it's like...
It's devastating.
There's something not right.
Yeah, devastating.
So, finding out I had, like, no eggs left.
Were you emotional?
100%. Like, I remember I had to go to work that day.
Oh,
and I remember standing on the road with Justin, just bawling my eyes out, like, what is wrong with me? I am 25. I have a baby. Like,
you felt like you failed almost.
Yeah. It's like my body failed
It's the most devastating thing. You did IUI?
IUI.
Which is, what's that?
So...
Is it like the turkey baster?
Almost, yeah. So they'll take a sperm
about
sample
that before
and then
like,
up it goes. They'll make sure you're ovulating, obviously, make sure you've released
So they track your cycle.
Yeah, they track your cycle. So countless blood tests, scans, internal scans, outside scans.
That's invasive.
Yeah, the hormones you have to inject yourself. All he gets to do is just...
watch some porn and jack off
Yeah,
into a cup.
pretty much in a nice white room. Like, that's it. And then they'll insert semen up there and
do they like
let
pick
it go.
The best sperm or something? Okay.
Yeah. So they pick the best little swimmers.
Okay. And it didn't work.
Nope.
And then did you automatically decide do it again, not do it again?
Cost was a big factor for us. Obviously, IUI is much cheaper than IVF.
Yeah.
So we were like, how many rounds of IUI do we do? Is it guaranteed it's going to work? Do we want more than one baby in the future?
Yeah. Oh, because your egg count was low.
Yes.
And will it continue to...
Yeah.
Okay.
So even by now, that's 4 years later, it's probably gone down a lot more.
So we're going to get into IVF. So you did choose IVF to go down that route. And are you very grateful you did, because 100%. Do you have embryos?
We have, how many did we get? We got 4 and we've got 3 left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which is amazing. I got 11 eggs collected when we did our IVF cycle.
Wow. Is that high? That sounds high.
It's,
I don't know.
Considering, I suppose it's kind of good, for my situation. Yeah. So we got 11 eggs. 5 took initially.
Yeah.
1 we lost on day 1.
Right.
And then we got the 4.
You know they have this app now?
I know. We just missed out on it. I am so sad.
It's the coolest thing. So they were telling me about it. I obviously haven't seen it because I haven't been down that route. But I feel like going through fertility treatments, it can be so isolating and so much waiting.
Yeah, 100%. You're waiting by the phone.
Yeah.
You're literally hanging for that phone call.
But you go from like blood test, and then you just have like a wait once they get everything. But you can actually watch your eggs and your embryos develop on an app.
So I think you can watch the sperm go in as well, and then like how it...
And then every day you can watch them and see how
many cells it breaks into and all that stuff, and it's amazing.
So cool. Yeah. Like it's amazing. And so you did IVF, and how many cycles until you fell pregnant? 1.
We are very lucky compared to a lot of other women. Like,
I imagine you've connected a lot
lucky
with people that haven't been as fortunate as you.
100%.
But it's crazy because you fell pregnant.
Yep.
When did you know? So she's got twins. When did we know it split?
At our 7-week ultrasound.
Okay. So that was your first ultrasound?
Yeah. So you have to wait. So you have the blood test at week 4. So after the 2-week wait, which is horrible.
Awful.
Horrible. And they tell you don't test. I tested.
Yeah, so my bestie who did IVF, she's like, I know I'm pregnant, and they're calling me.
They're calling me like, yes. But they say don't test because the injection they give you, the last one,
right, can trick the test. Okay.
So it may give you a false positive.
Yeah.
So they're like, don't do it.
You did it.
I did it anyway, but I just kept doing it day after day, and it got darker and darker and darker. So I was like, yes.
That's the best.
Because I knew I could hold a pregnancy.
Yeah.
Because I've never had a miscarriage, nothing like that. And I'm very grateful.
It's just the getting pregnant.
It's getting pregnant. I couldn't get pregnant.
But your body carries babies beautifully. Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah.
And so you're pregnant, you find out it's twins. How do you feel?
We sat in the car like laughing and crying. Yeah. Like I've got this photo of us sitting in the car like, what the hell just happened?
Because it's 2.
2 for the price of 1.
It's so cool. I know.
Like,
I guess.
literally. Quite literally.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Like, we were in shock because the lady on the ultrasound, because everyone joked like, IVF, you'll get twins.
Yeah, because
and we're like,
there's this stigma.
Yeah.
Like even telling my mum about this story, she's like, oh, she's got twins. Did she get 2 eggs put in?
No.
But yours just split. You were meant to have your girls.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, you'll have twins. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, nah.
Did you feel sick?
No.
No.
Just, only a little bit, but no more than Addy. No more, no other symptoms, nothing. Like my HCG level, is that right? Yeah. It was a bit high, but not high, like twin high.
That's so crazy.
So there was just nothing.
That's amazing. I'm like obsessed with twins. So my cousin had twins recently. Shout out to you, Bon. Love you. She has her identical boys. Yes. And I remember her talking me through how some are more at risk than others and if they share placentas and sacs. So what were your twins?
So mine were Modi twins. So
Modi.
Same sac. Don't ask me how to actually say the words.
I have no idea. Something.
So same sac.
1 placenta?
1 placenta, but a splitting membrane between them.
And is that a saving grace? Is that
It is in a way, yes. So that's kind of like the second high of risk.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's Momo, which is the same sac, same placenta, no membrane. So they can really get entangled with each other like cords and stuff like that.
And so we get through the pregnancy, you're feeling good-ish. 16 weeks.
16 weeks.
Talk us through that appointment.
So at 16 weeks.
Talk us through the day. Because it's emotional.
You try and block it out. Yeah, no, I'm trying to actually think back to it, and I'm like, you just block it out.
Yeah. We'll go. I guess I should give some warning as well. So you've been through a lot with your pregnancy. Yeah. There was a lot going on at the 16-week mark, which you're about to find out. Your whole world was turned upside down. Yeah. And you were pretty much told that you may never have one, you may never have both. Yeah. So talk us through. There
was that size discrepancy between them. So we were going to go through public through the same obstetrician as Addy. Yeah. Because we loved her and she was fine with having twins.
Wait, private or public?
Private.
Private. Okay,
private. Yeah. So had the scan, did the head measurements of both girls, and she's like, there's a discrepancy. You can literally see it on the screen, like big difference. So she literally got on the phone and rang up King Eddie's and was like, we need to get an appointment.
Okay.
ASAP.
So you knew it was...
We knew there was something, wrong. Serious. She's like...
saying the word wrong, because what's wrong, but like there was something going on.
Something was going on. Yeah. And...
Were you by yourself?
No. Luckily, Justin comes to everything. Okay, he's amazing. Oh. Like, absolutely amazing. Every appointment.
God he was there.
Yeah, every appointment. And... we just sat there while she was on the phone waiting for someone to pick up the phone, transfer the right one. How soon will we have an appointment? Like, can we come back to you if all goes well? Like, I was just trying to think of the positive. Like, can we please come back to you?
You also just want it to happen because it's just like the 2-week wait. Like when you're waiting for something.
For that appointment.
Even just waiting to get to your 16-week scan, like it's just like, hurry up so I know everything's fine.
So all everything is fine. But no, it wasn't fine. No.
And so the size discrepancy you found out after that day was pretty bad.
Yeah, so over time we had to go scans every, I feel like saying every fortnight to start with. Maybe it was like 1 scan and then it went to weekly, then it went to like every 3 days until we got to the point.
So you showed me, I might do a censored warning here, but we're going to overlay a picture skip ahead. I'm going to put the time here to skip ahead of the placenta. Elise is looking at me like, I've got to edit this. What are you doing? But I don't want people to see the image that's about to go up now if you're a bit squirmish.
Yeah.
But the placenta, or their placenta, was 90% Hannah's and like 10% Riley's. So Riley, when she was born, was tiny. Right. So let's fast forward ahead. So do you know you have to give birth early?
Yes.
You're aware?
So we just knew they were trying to get us to 28 weeks to like the best viable
hitting
time.
into the what is it? Third trimester.
Yeah, but no, it didn't happen.
Are you pumped full of steroids and like
the weekend before? Okay. Yes. So I went to a scan on Friday. She's like, "Yep, Riley's not really moving. Like, we'll just keep an eye on her over the weekend. We'll give you the steroids, 2 lots of steroids. Come back on Monday."
Oh my God. When they say she wasn't moving, did you, can't even talk, did you think anything like that she might not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said that she might not make it.
They said that she might not make it till Monday.
And you said they gave you options of Hannah could continue
to
go.
Going. So we could keep going with the pregnancy, but if we went any longer than that Monday, they don't think Riley would have survived. And I was like, well, do I carry her still? Do you take her out? Like, what's the go?
Process?
I could not fathom carrying one baby, like a baby that has passed away inside. I could not.
No, because I can't even imagine what you're going through at this time. No. Like, you and Justin having to make such big decisions.
Yeah,
but
it's a life. Well, it's 2 lives.
Yeah, but you had always, you said before, you'd always said you were going to give them both a shot.
Yeah, so it was up to them.
So that was what you did.
Yeah, we wanted to get to that stage where the doctors were like, okay, I think we need to get them out, and they're going to have a both chance at surviving.
And you gave birth when?
25 weeks and 6 days.
Okay.
So we were hoping to get another day to get to 26 weeks.
But just couldn't. So it was dire.
Yeah. So she watched Riley, like having the ultrasound. She watched her for, it felt forever, just keeping an eye.
Was she moving?
She was moving, sort of. Like, I couldn't feel her.
Okay.
I could feel Hannah, because obviously Hannah was taking up so much room.
Yeah.
Every now and then I was like, okay, I can feel Riley. And even over that weekend I was like...
Did you like really monitor it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I knew where they were, because we'd had so many scans.
Yeah.
So Riley was up the top, like just in her little corner. And I just knew...
Her thing.
Yeah, just doing her thing in that corner.
Just trying to survive.
Trying to keep
alive. And so you give birth, obviously via cesarean.
Yes.
Did you know that you were going in that day to give birth? Like, it was all...
So we just had this gut feeling after Friday, having the steroids, everything like that. We just had this gut feeling Monday was going to be it. So we had the bag packed in the car.
Addy organised.
Ready to go. Addy, was organised. My brother was watching her.
You would have had to pull on your village so much of that pregnancy, because we were talking before, like, Addy was...
She was only 2 and a bit.
Passed around, wasn't she?
She was just passed around to family members, friends. We had so many scans. And then obviously through NICU. Yeah. I feel like I missed out a chunk of time.
Massively.
Massive chunk of time.
It's almost, like, being a mum, there's always so much guilt. Like, even having, I hate this word normal, because what the fuck is normal?
There's no normal.
Having a normal pregnancy,
Not at all.
I even felt guilty that I was with Heidi.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, you can't win.
No.
You just love these kids so much that you just want to give them the best.
Yeah.
But you did give her the best. You've given her beautiful sisters and you gave them a chance. Like, imagine if you continued and you wouldn't have your beautiful girl, like little Riley.
We might have one, but we definitely would not have had Riley. And I could not
the
picture,
scariest thought
Yeah.
ever. No, oh my gosh. But let's go through it. So you give birth. There's a beautiful picture of you cradling Addy, and you don't have your belly anymore, and you wrote a caption.
It's a belly there, but it's empty when it shouldn't be empty. Yeah. Like, they should still be inside me.
100%. And you said in a beautiful caption, we need like tissues.
No,
you said in a caption, you said just that, you said there's a belly, but it didn't have your babies in it anymore.
No, and it should have.
No. And you were literally gave birth and you were gone home in what?
A couple of days. Yeah.
How was your head?
Fucked.
Yeah, you can swear.
I can swear. I know I can swear.
Of course you can swear, because this is your story. Like, I can't even, like, my mum, I told you the story before. I was telling her about you, and she had to leave my brother in the hospital at 34 weeks. And she said it is the worst thing she's ever been through. Going home without your babies.
Yeah. Being in that maternity ward.
Without your babies there.
Yeah. Without your babies, you can hear people coming and going from the rooms next to me with their full-term babies.
And you don't even know how your babies are like.
I don't even know what they're doing downstairs in the NICU.
Yeah,
like,
we'll put some pictures here of them because they were tiny.
Yeah.
What were their sizes?
So Riley was 515 grams.
It's tiny.
So like a tub of butter almost.
Tiny.
So that was with tubes as well. So they couldn't weigh her without anything because
she couldn't have them.
No, she needed.
Could not have them, I should.
Yeah, she needed breathing support.
Yeah.
And Hannah was 930.
Still tiny.
So, and the growth discrepancy along the pregnancy just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So I remember writing on my phone like what they were that day of the scan, what they estimated, and just kept getting bigger. So
the growth, it just was massive. And so you've given birth, you've gone home. What is the journey to get the girls home? Like, when did they come home? Like, what were the news you were getting? Like, was it good? Was it bad? Like,
it varied.
Yeah.
The NICU is such a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And only people that go through it really understand.
Yeah.
So, because one day they could be healthy, and the next they're on life support.
Shit, life support.
Yeah. That's pretty much what they're on.
Breathing is.
They're on. Riley was on the jet ventilator for a ridiculous amount of time, which is the most gentle form of ventilation, I suppose, for their little lungs. Because you imagine her lungs would have been like the size of 20-cent pieces.
So small.
Maybe 20 cent.
And totally not developed. Like, not ready to be breathing in air.
No, not at all. But like I said to you before, she went down to the NICU. As she went down, she pulled out her breathing tube. So she's a fighter from that.
You can tell even in your Instagram stories now, like, even though she's your small one,
she
looks
feisty.
like she's full of life.
Yeah,
like she
completely.
Gets places. She's got this like smirk in her face, like she's ready to live her life.
She's cheeky, yeah. So she pulled that tube out. They tried her on the CPAP, so the bubbles with the hat.
Yeah.
And she gave it a red hot go, but just couldn't
do it.
So then she went backwards a bit. Then, so it
was like up and down.
Up and down all the time. So she was more lungs.
Yeah.
Up backwards and forwards between ventilation systems. She had to have a lot of steroids, which we don't know what are the effects.
Long term.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't know, and that was heartbreaking.
But you just want
you have to. You have to. You can't say no.
No.
Well, you could, but
would she survive?
Yeah. No.
You just sort of in that moment you have to make the best decision you can.
Yeah.
And that's I guess what you've continued to do for your girls is. Yeah. There's no right or wrong in this journey, right?
Not at all.
No one's walked in these shoes, and even if they have, they've got different kids.
They've got such different journeys. Every preemie baby is so
and
different.
Hannah's journey in the NICU, what was
she
that
was
like? It probably
stronger than.
Yeah, it's probably hard because you have twins. But if someone had just Hannah, it might seem.
It was still hard because she had necrotizing enterocolitis. Don't quote me on how to say that. So it's an infection of the bowels. So it pretty much eats the bowels from the inside out.
What?
So at 5 weeks, so at first it was Riley going backwards.
Yeah.
Then she got better. She went on to CPAP. Then Hannah got sick. So they warned us Riley would probably get it, being so little, having like no blood pumping around her body inside me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Hannah took one for the team.
She knew her sister couldn't do it.
So she ended up there.
Oh.
So we almost lost her. We got moved to a different hospital, to the children's hospital.
They had to be transported?
Yeah.
Was that so scary?
Yeah.
Because they were in their little tubs, weren't they? What are they called? Their little, what are they called? That's what my cousin's twins.
Yeah.
What are they?
Incubator.
Thank you.
Even I forgot the word. So in their little incubators, had to be transferred, and they originally wanted to keep the girls separate.
Oh God.
And lucky we had the best nurse on our side. Like she's like, you got friends in high places, we're gonna move both of them.
Oh gosh.
So they're together. Because we were like, how are we gonna deal with Addy, Hannah in one hospital, Riley in the other hospital, me pumping every 3 hours, like.
You're also recovering from giving birth, and then your emotional state, like you wouldn't have even had time to deal with your emotions because you've got toddler, babies, husband, recovery, like life. Like what do you, your head, what's your advice to someone actually? If there's someone in your shoe or about to go through your shoes, walking a similar journey, what do you say to them? Like how do you do it? Do you just do it?
You just do it, but get help soon, like straight away.
Did you struggle with postnatal? Or, yeah.
And I did not with Addy at all.
Yeah. Well, God, think about what you went through.
Yeah, nothing with Addy.
Yeah.
Addy was perfect, went back to work at 3 months, like nothing. I was like, what do they mean people get this postnatal depression? Like, what is this? What?
Yeah.
Like, I never got it. No, did not understand it.
Yeah.
So it's a whole new world.
It's a whole new world.
Going through it. So definitely get help straight away at the beginning,
Yep.
even if you don't feel like you need it. Because I thought, no, I'm strong, I can do this. Get help.
Totally.
Like just reach out, make sure you have that support.
And when did the girls come home? When were your babies home?
Hannah was 41 weeks.
Okay.
So up and down again. Hannah made full recovery. She didn't need any surgery for her bowels, which is really good.
Wow.
No long-term effects or anything.
Amazing.
So hence why she loves her food. We always
She's
joke
a solid girl.
that she missed out because her food was stopped so many times.
She's taken full advantage.
She's that's
and
what
she
we
can
reckon.
eat perfectly, and she's
No issues.
Yeah.
No issues at all.
And what about your beautiful Riley?
So then Riley came home. She was 6 weeks later, 5-6 weeks later.
Wow, okay. So she was a lot.
46, 47 weeks gestation, she came home.
Wow, so she had a rough ride to get there.
Yeah.
It's a long time in hospital.
Yeah.
And was that going daily? Like, what did that look like?
We were going daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you alternate? Like, did you go and then Justin go?
No, he was off the whole time.
That's great.
Yeah. I couldn't have done it without him if he wasn't there.
I don't know how you would have. I don't know how you would have done it. Like, just scheduling. Like, I know this sounds so stupid. In my
you
head,
have to.
but having Addy.
Yeah, you have to.
And then having a newborn baby Hannah at home with you, and then 6 weeks of trying to transport
everyone. Yeah. So we were lucky we can bring Hannah back to the NICU.
Yeah.
She was allowed in the pram and stuff like that. Okay. But we'd still have to palm Addy off to someone, or Justin would be outside with Addy at the park.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, her being there, like, could she even be there?
No, she wasn't allowed. Only grandparents and immediate parents.
And everything too. Yeah.
So they used to allow it, but then they got rid of it because the kids would pull on machines, and can you imagine?
And also it's not fun. Like, they don't get it.
No.
It's probably very overwhelming for her to see her tiny little baby sisters.
Yeah.
It would have been very confronting for her.
Yeah.
So your girls are home, and what's the journey like? Because you have appointments today still, after appointments.
Yeah.
What is their journey, I guess? Like,
so
for your girls?
When Riley came home, we actually went back to hospital 2 weeks later.
Okay.
She got bronchiolitis.
Oh God.
At 2 weeks. She was on oxygen when she came home as well.
Because I remember seeing your pictures.
The little
she
tubes.
was so cute
with the little tubes. So she was back in hospital for a week.
Was that stressful having tubes? That sound weird, but like sleeping and like, were you on edge?
A little bit, but we have the outlet monitor socks.
Okay.
Best things ever.
Get an outlet sock.
Get an outlet sock. That is not sponsored at all. We bought them.
# sponsor.
Yeah. They're expensive, but
worth every dollar.
Every dollar, because that's how we knew she was sick.
What does it do, can I ask?
So it's like an oxygen pulsometer.
Oh, so like
it monitors the oxygen level.
Okay.
So you know when you go to the doctor and you stick your finger in the little clip thing?
Okay.
It's like that. So if it drops,
peace of mind,
it goes off.
Yeah.
Whereas the breathing mats that people use, they can play up a bit. Whereas this, it's on their foot.
Yeah.
They
you couldn't risk it.
No.
Definitely
not at all. That is literally how we knew she was sick and she needed to go to hospital. She sounded a bit snuffly, things like that, like normal signs. Yeah. But we were like, and then her oxygen levels dropped when she was sleeping. We're like, we need to go.
She's got to go.
Yeah. And that night she just deteriorated. So if we didn't go to the hospital that night, she probably wouldn't be here either.
And how long was she in after that?
She was there just over a week when she got sick.
Poor little kid. Yeah. She's had the roughest ride. And
then appointments.
Still a lot smaller, isn't she? Can we talk about little Riley?
Mm.
What do the doctors say? Like, because you've got twins, it's hard not to compare.
Oh yeah, we just do as much as we try not to compare.
Even kids, even with Heidi and Blake, like I'm like, oh, Heidi was fully talking.
Yeah.
Why is Blake not talking? Like, you just do it.
Yeah.
So what are their little journeys like now? How old are they? Talk us through their little lives.
So they are, now I've got to work this out.
Yeah.
It gets confusing. 18 months actual age, and 14 and a half months corrected. So from their due date is corrected.
Crazy. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, so from due date.
Right.
But the actual birth
I
date
get you.
is from the day
they were born.
Yeah.
So they are on with the 14-month. I hate the tracking. I hate everything about it. We're just talking about it because every kid is so different.
Yeah.
But what are they doing? Like, what are their milestones, I guess you could say?
Oh, they're so individual.
Yeah.
So obviously Hannah's starting to pull herself up, walking around on furniture.
Strong.
She's pretty strong.
Yeah.
She's just solid.
She's a little ball. She's so cute. And like her little fluffy hair, like she's just, I don't know, she's really sweet.
Yeah, so no, she's doing well. She can say a few words, things like that. There's no real...
I hate the word concern.
Yeah, no real concern. So when they do their 12-month corrected check, they were like, she's average. A little bit behind, but nothing.
Yeah. I think my little Blake's a little bit behind. Not physically, but in regards to he's not waving and all that kind of stuff. So even like when they were ticking it off in that stupid blue book, so annoying. They're like, is he waving? No.
It's
like a failure. I'm like, wave, Blake.
Just wave. just do that.
I know. He's fully walking, but like still, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
And then what about little Riley?
Riley is way behind. So she was, in the percentages that they give, she was like under 19%, I think.
Okay.
So 50 is average, obviously. Yeah. She was way behind. But we knew that anyway.
Yeah. She had the odds stacked against her from day dot.
Yeah,
so she's doing really well.
We have no concerns. No.
She's crawling.
She can just started to pull herself up.
Oh, go. I didn't know that.
Not really quite standing, though.
Yeah,
like she'll pull herself up halfway. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And she can crawl properly. So like, bloody commando crawling.
Go, girlfriend.
Stop being lazy.
Get up on your knees and show me you can do it.
Yeah.
Mama needs to know.
Yeah, I can do it. No, they can.
Go,
and a few words, but less than Hannah.
Yeah.
So, and Hannah can stack blocks. Like they check how you stack the blocks on top of each other.
All the motor skills or whatever it is.
But Riley's not quite there.
Yeah.
She just rather would bang them together. It's like,
yeah.
Look at me, I can bang them.
They're different kids, right?
Yeah. But it is hard to not compare the two.
When you go to the doctors, because you said you went to the doctors recently and you got quite emotional.
Yeah.
Is it hard, because you've got two girls, is it hard for them to say Riley's behind? Like, do you get emotional about it, or have you developed that in your head saying, I've got to be strong?
Now it's not as bad.
Yeah.
Like back when before they were going to come home and all that stuff, you just get so emotional thinking about it.
Oh.
But now...
The journey you've been on, just sitting here right now, I'm like, you're amazing. Like what you've been through from fertility stuff to finally falling pregnant, finding out they're twins, dealing with that, thinking about it, like you got to have double the bassinet, double the cots, double the expenses, all of that kind of stuff. And you were young.
Yeah. And
then going to find out everything that went on, so long in hospital, still trying to mum, like it's a lot.
And then, the worst thing was Riley coming home 5 weeks after Hannah.
Yeah,
that's what broke me.
Yeah, because you would have had 2 little kids. Like you would have had your Addy and your Hannah.
Yeah.
But where's your, you know, you've got 3 kids. Yeah. Like going out for a coffee, you almost want to say,
she's a twin.
Yeah, she's a twin. I've got 2 newborns. Yeah. Like, it's hard.
No, and I waited too long to get help.
Yeah.
Waited way too long.
And did you really struggle?
Yeah. Bringing Riley home without Hannah. The other way around, bringing Hannah home without Riley,
just broke you.
Broke me.
Yeah.
Crashed into that wall 100 kilometres an hour.
I can't even talk. No, because I can't even imagine. Even just being in your hospital room, not having your baby next to you is like one thing. To then going and being at home for so long and having one of your babies, you know, that's hard.
And trying to celebrate Hannah's milestones when Riley was so sick. You've still got to celebrate. Hannah had her first breastfeed, but Riley was back on the jet ventilator.
Yeah. So it's celebrating one
and then the other one was going backwards. So it was really hard to juggle.
But they're here.
But they're here, they're alive, and they're totally meant to be here.
They were so meant to be here. They're your fighters. Yeah. They have had, since that 16-week scan, we keep saying odds stacked against them, but they did.
Yeah.
Like the universe was giving them a really hard time, and look at them now.
Yeah.
They go and follow you on Instagram, watch your stories. They are thriving. They are happy.
They are so cheeky.
They giggle. They
far out. I've got so many greys now.
They test you as well.
They do.
That's what you want, though. It's almost like
you want them to be feisty.
Yeah, you almost must be like, I'm having a shit day, but this is kind of awesome because it's like such a pull, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then don't get me wrong. You must also, as much as you're like, yes, you must have your moments where this is fucking hard. Yeah. Twins.
Never thought I'd have twins.
And a toddler.
Never. No.
It's insane. And you would still be carrying the twins, from the car into the pram. It's still double.
Everything.
Yeah. I can't even deal with 2 kids, getting them out of the car. Sometimes I had to get petrol the other day and I was far out.
Stay in the car. That's when you swipe it.
Oh, yes. See, I haven't got it. Toby's get the app so you can pay for the petrol on the app.
Yeah.
And you can keep them in the car. I need to do that. That's a mum hack.
Otherwise, I don't go anywhere.
That's a twin mum hack, actually. Yes. That's just a mum hack in life. Let's get into the quickies. So, your twin mama must-haves. Do you have one? Or do you have like 20?
Pram.
Yeah.
Good pram.
What can I ask what your pram is?
Mountain buggy duet.
Okay.
So it's not wide.
Okay.
I love the Bugaboo donkey.
Yeah.
But
it's so wide. So my mum rescued one off a junk pile.
Yep.
She's insane. Like she found it. Her neighbour, I don't know why
snatch that up.
Yeah, why they were putting that, like, sell that shit, get some money. But they threw it out in their junk pile. Mum took it. It's great for walking.
Yes.
But if you go into a coffee shop or it
doesn't fit anywhere.
Wide.
No, so that's why we went the duet, because it fits everywhere. It's the same size as a single pram, pretty much.
Amazing. And can they lie down?
Yep.
Oh, fabulous.
The only thing, they can't face you. Well, they can. You can buy the seats to face you. But I was like, don't care.
Second and third baby,
No,
I feel
you don't care. Yeah, you don't care. First one, I'm like, look at me. Look at me, please.
I'm so worried. Like, are they warm? Are they this? Are
they breathing?
Yeah, it's one of those things how you just kind of like figure it out, I feel. And what are your other must-haves? You said you had 2.
The feeding pillow.
Oh,
So, because we couldn't breastfeed, after pumping and all that, they were bottle fed.
And so you had to do both.
Yeah. So you want a good feeding pillow. And hubby actually made like a little table that we used to like slide our legs under so we could lean up, because otherwise you're bending over the pillow.
I'm looking at the legs. That is so cute.
Yeah.
He made a table.
Yeah, he made a little table so we could put the pillow on. Obviously only when they were little and weren't rolling off. But like
when they were rolling off the
table. No, they did not roll off the table.
Only once. No kidding. That is so
but yeah,
good.
definitely a good feeding pillow that you can like feed both at the same time.
Do you remember what yours is if there's a twin mama out there going? No? Okay, great. Follow her on Instagram. She might talk about it. We'll figure it out.
We still use it now. Like to this day, they still have their bottles in it. Sometimes they're just laying on the floor, but like...
So it's a really good...
Yeah.
Okay, so invest in a good one.
Yeah.
And I know this answer. Sleeping bags or swaddles?
Sleeping bags.
You're all over the Love to Dream.
Love them.
You're all over their Instagram.
Addy.
You know, that's how I found you.
Really?
Yeah. They tagged you and I was like, oh my God. And I know this sounds so weird and I hate even saying this, but I noticed they said twins and I was like, oh, they're such different sizes. And they said identical and I was like, I want to know this girl's story. Clicked through and then I just remember crying on your page. Oh. But it was like happy and sad because you go through the journey almost with you through your pictures. Yeah. To see them today. Yeah. So it's a pretty cool freaking journey. But that's how I found you. So I knew that answer, but I just had to throw it in there. The
swaddles, definitely arms up. Addy had them from day one. She hated being swaddled. Twins had to be swaddled in the hospital. Okay. Obviously when they got to that size that they could be swaddled.
Were they tiny in the little newborn?
Oh yeah, we had to get the extra small.
Oh, there's extra small ones.
Yeah, there's extra small.
Love to Dream actually amazing. So my friend's child just had hip dysplasia, and they have the
wider ones.
Yep. I didn't even know.
So they don't miss out.
No, it's so
and
great.
that's when they have the preemie size as well. So if you have a 2 kilo baby.
But it's also great for us mamas because sometimes if something, I hate the word wrong or whatever, isn't quite to textbook, you're like, oh, I can't have that product because my kid's got this, or my kid's too small, or my kid's wearing a brace or whatever. So they're like catering for
everything. Even now, they're still in them.
Yeah.
Like, they've just gone through the stages.
Totally. Oh, my kids are still in them too. I
want one.
Poor Blake had all, like, and all 4 boys wearing pink, but he had all Heidi's old pink bags. Yep. And they've just changed. Like the sleeves are now tighter so they're warmer, whereas he had like baggy sleeves. I only just got his new bags.
The double zip as well.
Yeah, the best thing ever. So love our Love to Dreams.
Definitely.
What are your hopes and dreams for your girls? It's a hard question.
That is so hard. I just want them to grow up to be happy and healthy and know that they can achieve anything.
Oh, they can.
For all 3 of the girls. Yeah. Like I tell Addy daily, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she goes between being a fireman like Daddy to a vet the other day. And I'm like, you can be whatever you want to be.
Just and they are going to be because you're the best mum. Like you are so supportive of them. I feel like whatever, you're so grateful to have your 3 kids. 100%. You will support them.
Yep. I'm so grateful. I'm going to cry.
No, because you miss them. She's been away from them since Friday. Well, Thursday night. Yeah. Then you got delayed. So that was a journey. So thank you, Jetstar. Yeah. Anyway, and this is the final question. What's next for you? More of what? Less of whatever?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You're still PTing?
Yeah.
You love that?
Love my job.
Yep.
Absolutely love my job. I would not leave it for anything.
It's part of your identity, I feel. Since, like, from what made you, I guess, who you are and find your inner confidence stems from that. Yeah. So,
but I also want to share our story with as many people as we can, because I know when I was going through it and I looked up like the hashtags on Instagram, like trying to find something.
Well, I do it. When I was going through the miscarriage, I think I stalked every single person on the planet that was sharing about it, and there's not that much.
No.
So what you've been through, I can imagine.
So that's why I was trying to, look up like size difference, and a lot of it was not what we were going through. it was similar. So it was like the twin-to-twin transfusion. So I was like, no, when we're done, I didn't want to share it when I was going through it.
You couldn't. You weren't in the headspace.
Not at all.
And it's important, not to, but I feel like until you get to that point where you feel like you're not through it, because do you ever get through it? I don't know, but where you can actually share and help.
Yeah,
and that's I feel like you're really there.
Yep, I just want to get that out there.
But you have so many people that you've got twins. Yeah. So you've got twin mama relation. You've got IVF, which is huge because there are so many people out there.
So many.
Even I can't even tell you how inundated I've been with secondary infertility.
And no one talks about it.
No one talks about it.
No one says anything.
And there's so many, like one of my best girlfriends who are actually chatting to in a couple of weeks she is the most beautiful, amazing woman ever, and she's just had a great career. She had her first baby like that. She bought a house when she was like 20 something. Like she's
so almost textbook.
Yeah, she's had everything, and now she's going through secondary infertility. She's like, it's taken her a really long time to sort help. Yeah, she's finally getting there. So anyone out there that is going through like anything that relates to you, go and find you on Instagram. Follow along. You have a YouTube channel. Do you upload?
Sort of. Like I said before, I'm so bad.
You're not bad.
I'm just in the moment. Yeah. So I get a bit distracted. I'm like, I get the film out and then I'm like, oh.
But it's not bad at all. No. I feel like you upload what you want to when you want to, and that's all we can do. Yep. Like, we're doing our best to be
flip between
both. But you're always on Instagram.
Yeah.
So follow you on there. Yeah. But we're going to leave it there for today. That was amazing. Thank you so much. The beautiful Grecian, everyone. Yay! You just smashed that. Why are you nervous?
Thanks again to Genea for making today's video possible. Remember, if you or someone you know is struggling with fertility, reach out. You have everything and more to gain. Genea's contact details are linked down below. Be sure to head to our podcast as we alternate content between YouTube and the podcast every Sunday at 7 p.m. We'll see you here on YouTube in 2 weeks.